Vlogmas. It is the 21st of December. How did that happen? I am Lynn. This is the Wayward Skein, and my son is being rather noisy. So I still haven't found my mini skeins, which is starting to worry me a little, but I know they're somewhere in the house. We probably put them somewhere safe. So I did manage to put in a blanket square. I used this, ball of, this was actually yarn that Crystal gave me. This is Knit Pick Stroll that she dyed. So it is squishy and lovely. And I really love the sort of mauvey pink that she came up with. That's pretty close to color. It's not blowing stuff out as badly because I have the flashlighty thing there, as you can see from the shadows on my face. So yeah, it's really, it's Knit Pick Stroll, so it's nice. I very much enjoyed knitting with it. We shall see what tomorrow's blanket square brings. I'm pretty sure I know what I'm going to use. So, because I've only got 2 or 3 minis left in the, no, I've got 5, I guess. So I'm thinking it's probably going to be this one, since I have 2 light colored squares. And they're both pretty even toned. So that nice variegated one is going to go well there. So yeah, I got the blanket square in. And I was super proud of myself because I got to around 7 p.m. before I was able to pick anything else up. And it was a crazy day today. We had our office holiday party this afternoon, and then we were let go early. Except the big storm that's about to hit the eastern seaboard is causing havoc and chaos over at Porter, so I picked up a shift with them. And I had intended to stay till close tonight, and 6:30 I was just like, nope, I'm done. So I told them I'd stick around till 7, make it a 4-hour shift, and then I was finished and I was logging off. They were just happy that, people logged in, so they didn't complain about that. It is my day off. So I did finish section 6. I managed to. There we go. It keeps wanting to curl up. So it's this part here. I did this part yesterday, so I did this section down here today. Same thing on the other side. It's symmetrical, so. And I have exactly the number of stitches I'm supposed to have. It's working out very well so far. I really wish I had a longer needle, though, so I could stretch it out a little bit more easily. Because right now it's just a big mess of garter stitch. So, and it's just going to get bigger from here. So it's going to get harder and harder to show you guys. But I will keep trying. This is the project bag that's living in. This is why I'm a bad podcaster, and this is why everybody just kind of rolled their eyes at me before, because I would show up with this. And they'd be like, where's your project bag? And I'm like, eh. So everybody else is showing off these lovely project bags they have their stuff in, and I've got this because I'm disorganized, and that's how I do. So yeah, I got that done. I kind of want to start knitting on my bonus project. I may do a couple of rows while watching Vlogmas episodes tonight. I may not. Actually, I'm not going to watch much tonight because it's already almost 11:30. So this is probably not going to be up before it's technically the 22nd. I might get it up in time, but chances are not great. So it's been a crazy day. Yeah. My tea, which is Magic Potion. Oof. So I made it this morning. It has since gotten cold, and Magic Potion gets sort of like a scummy film on top. I'm not sure what it is, but it's still one of the tastiest damn teas I've ever had. It is, it's not bad cold, but this is one of the ones that's better hot. It's fruity and floral and sweet, and it's a really nice one. And it gets really, really dark, like it's almost black. It's a very, very dark purple. I think it's spirulina flowers maybe that they add to it that makes it purple. I'm not sure. Some kind of blue petal that starts out really teeny tiny, and as you steep it, it goes and just expands to huge proportions. So yeah, I've been a busy girl today. During my lunch hour, I started cleaning out my front closet. I moved in here almost a year and a half ago. I moved in July of 2021. This, to explain quickly, is my ex-husband's condo. He bought it in 2004, and he decided a couple of years ago that he wanted to move back to Ottawa. I needed a place to live because my landlords were ousting me. They didn't want me to have pets, and my pets predated them owning the building. So it ended up being this huge dispute, and anyway, it got ugly. And I was ousted from my apartment about a year and a half ago. So I moved in here in July of 2021. There is still a fair amount of my ex's stuff in the house, and there's a lot of repair that needs to be done to the condo before we can sell it. It's his condo. He's selling it. But I'm living here for the time being and fixing it up as I go. So he has an apartment on the Ottawa side where he lives and pays rent, and then I pay the mortgage here, which is way cheaper than the rent I was paying before anyway. So I can't complain. I got a pretty good deal. Yeah, there's a lot of repair to be done, and there's a lot of cleaning up to be done, but I got a good deal. So the front closet was an area where a lot of stuff was just shoved before I moved in, because this got complicated. I couldn't move in right away because his apartment wasn't going to be ready until July. I had to move out May 31st. So I was basically in a small furnished apartment in another city for a month while Jeff and the kids lived here until his apartment was ready, and then he moved out and I moved in. It's complicated. So anyway, the front closet is where a lot of my stuff got shoved before I moved in. And I'll be honest, I'm lazy. Never looked at it again. I couldn't open the closet because there was so much stuff in it. So I just kind of gave up on that part for a little while and concentrated on other things. Well, today I concentrated on that. I emptied the top shelf completely, and a lot of it was garbage. Some of it went straight to the dumpster. Some of it is going to go to my ex. Some of it is going to go to my daughter. Some of it I'm going to ask my brother if he has any use for, and the rest is just dumpster. So what my brother doesn't want or my daughter doesn't want is going to go to Goodwill because it's still perfectly good stuff. For instance, we have a rack to barbecue. You know those racks that you put the fish in and you barbecue it? My ex used to have a barbecue a long time ago, but he hates fish. So I'm not sure why I have this thing in my front closet. I'm going to offer it to my brother, and if he doesn't want it, off it goes. Bye-bye. Because even if I get a barbecue, I never plan on ever, ever cooking a whole fish on it. Ever. It's not going to happen. Shh. He's very noisy. So in the intro, you will have seen a few little friends, and this is why the last couple of days have been a little stressful and a little short on time. Zach is pet sitting for my brother and his wife while they are in Mexico with their kids. They have 3 cats. You only see 2 in the intro because the other one just would not come out. He was playing upstairs the whole time I was there. He's just a kitten. But so you'll have seen a Stinks cat named Tequila. You will have seen a ragdoll named Pandora. And you will have met Whiskey. Whiskey's a pig. Whiskey's a really big pig. He's not a miniature pig. He's a good 60, 70 pounds. Whiskey doesn't like Zach. Whiskey has decided that he will attack Zach at every given opportunity. So I go over to facilitate feeding Whiskey without getting bitten. He did feed him twice by himself today, but I went over to help with the evening feeding because we had to retrieve the bowls from the pen. And he wasn't letting Zach get them. So I scritched him and distracted him while Zach went and got his bowls, and that way Zach didn't get bit again today. So yeah, it's been a bit of a comedy going over there because the pig gets really agitated whenever he walks in. So last night he slept over there, and all 3 cats were like on him the whole night. I mean, Tequila is obvious because she's cold, right? She wants body heat. But the other 2 just decided, yeah, this is a comfy spot, and just settled on top of him. So he was nice and warm during the night. And Whiskey sleeps in his pen downstairs. So he has a pen in the living room, a wire pen. And his litter box is in there, his food is in there, his bed is in there. They let him out to wander around the house and exercise and stuff. But yeah, it's a little tricky when the pig hates you. So yeah, he did all right today, but he decided he wanted to come home and sleep tonight in his own bed because George was very put out that he was away. George is our cat. She was very upset that he wasn't here overnight. So she yelled at me several times today to let me know that Zach wasn't here. Anyway, so yeah, I emptied out a good part of my front closet today. I'm hoping to be able to get to do the rest tomorrow because I don't work tomorrow night. So I should be able to get the rest done tomorrow. I have to drive him back to my brother's first thing in the morning because Mr. Pig gets fed at 7 a.m. I will not be bringing him over at 7 a.m. Piggy can wait for his breakfast. So he's going to spend the day there again tomorrow. He hasn't decided if he's sleeping over tomorrow or not. It's just easier if he sleeps over because their last feeding of the day is at 10 p.m. and Mr. Pig wakes up at 7 a.m. for his feeding. So he eats 3 times a day, whereas the cats get fed once at night, and then there's kibble for them to munch on during the day. So we'll see how it goes, and I think I'm going to end it there because I'm honestly pooped. And I still have to edit this and put it up. Well, edit it. I have to add the pictures and stuff at the beginning. That's about it. That's the extent of the editing I do. I don't cut bits and pieces because I'm lazy. Somebody was very generous in the comments and said, how can you be lazy with 2 jobs? I work very hard. The rest of me is extremely lazy. I am a very lazy person, believe me. I work that hard because I have to, not because I want to. But anyway, I will leave it there, and I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm hoping everybody is having a fantastic week and not stressing too much about the weekend. Do not stress about the big storm. We've gotten through these things before. We'll get through them again. Everybody's going to come out of this okay. Not entirely true, and it's a platitude, but hey, it's how I feel right now. So I will say goodnight and hope you all have a great beginning to your Wednesday, I will be recording a little bit later again tomorrow because I have to go to the office tomorrow. Yes. So I will see you tomorrow.